will not be as warm as it will be inland tomorrow. Now, those winds are important for another reason. You can actually see some gusts happening at the Cape and the islands right now, upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour. That will become more prevalent again inland. So now we're really talking about a super elevated fire risk based on what we have out there already in place. We have seen that escalated for both Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Connecticut as well. All the DEMs got together and said, hey, we've really got to tick this up a notch here with the gusty winds coming in tomorrow. So it's a now red flag or fire weather warning out there. Obviously, there are many local burn bans and statewide burn bans in place across the area. But if you have anything, I'll tell you just from personal experience this past weekend, me and my friends wanted to have a bonfire. Couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it because it's not allowed out there right now for obvious reasons. You get one little ember catching on that dry ground, all the dry leaves that we have, and then just a slight gust of wind. That's all it takes. Could be a really bad situation. And again, this is going to continue with just the lack of rain the rest of the week out there. Very, very low chances. Sunday will start to bring that up a little bit by Sunday night into Monday as some showers track in. But this cold front on the way is not going to bring us anything. It will bring in the warm air ahead of it. It'll also be the reason, the catalyst for that breezy weather that we have in store for tomorrow. You see these little black lines? Those are isobars. They get tighter together. You see the wind coming in here. There are lines of equal pressure. We have high pressure not too far away from an area of low pressure. So it's a breezy condition day across the southern New England, really all the northeast areas here as that cold front will then move through. But again, it moves through without any rainfall. So we just cannot catch a break here. We need something. The drought situation worsening. Our drought monitor it's been finalized today. It'll come out. It'll be issued on Thursday. And of course, we will bring you that as soon as we get that, but expect it to be much worse across the area. And again, we've got the reservoir situation really getting low. Some structures, some parts of the landscape that are usually underwater are being seen for the first time in a long time, especially considering how wet it was to start off the year. Here comes high pressure building in. We do have a cold front that moves up across Canada and swipes into the extreme northeast here, bringing some light rain showers to Maine, northern Vermont, New Hampshire during the day on Friday and into Saturday. And that will be the reason that we get some chillier air. So the jet stream well north of us, as it has been pretty much for the last month or so. We'll quickly take you down to the tropics, take a look at Rafael. Still, it is a tropical storm here, but just on the borderline of Category 1. You need to get an extra 5 miles per hour. 74 is the threshold, so 75. We get that at some point probably tonight or early tomorrow morning. It'll become a hurricane. It moves over Cuba, moves into the Gulf of Mexico. New Orleans has to watch this very closely. Again, there is looking like some degree of weakening here, fortunately, but cannot just, mail that in and expect that will definitely happen. 59 tonight, partly cloudy and mild. 75 tomorrow, near record warmth. Sun and clouds, breezy as well. Again, those southwest winds, all the more important that you have to be careful with the flames. Again, we have that fire weather warning that may continue at least some degree of it through the end of the week as we'll slowly cool things down and then back to the 50s over the weekend. That's where we should be for temperatures. A little bit of some normalcy. Again, the abnormal part of the forecast is again the lack of rain, and that's expected to continue.
But in addition to that, though, today and tomorrow spectacular. Those are the show ponies. But 63 on Friday is probably going to feel really good too.
I was going to say any other first week in November, you get 68, 63 degrees. You're like, wow, this is incredible stuff. And no, we're like, well, it's not as warm as tomorrow. Look at us spoiled here.
Yeah.
I see we're doing No Shave November. I just realized.
That's right. We are raising money this year for the Rhode Island Brain and Spinal Tumor Foundation. So we were great last year with the Tomorrow Fund. We were over $1,000 with them and hoping to do the same this year.
Fantastic.
So by the end of the month, you're going to have Duck Dynasty? What
Yes,
are we going to have
yes.
here?
Listen.
I bet the bosses weighed in on that, by the way.
No Shave November is not no trim November. We're going to keep it a little on the neater side.
All right, understood. Thank you, Jeff.